Hey guys, I hope everyone is having a great day. And today we're going to learn how you can be that person that you look up to be. I think this is a great topic and it's something that should be taught because, I think we all grow up looking up to someone, even if it's, someone that you don't remember now and it's someone like years ago, or it could be someone now, whatever. You get the point. It's important because we look up to, let's say, what they have and what we don't have or what we lack in, and they have that thing that we want, or you simply just love them as a person, like they are a good human being and they want to spread something that you feel that you can too. There's many reasons why. So let's get right into it and learn how. Obviously, we all know that you have to believe that you can be this person. And I'm not saying that you're not going to have doubts. I think it's super normal to have doubts because we don't know anything for sure 100% unless it happens to us, right? And so you're not going to know unless you genuinely try, work hard, stay consistent, whatever. We know that stuff. But also, when it comes to being a new version or better version, or just someone that we look up to, when you become that person, it doesn't just come with, getting there, because you're going to fail and fall down. So that's not what you should be worried about. Your stress and anxiety should not be based upon if you're going to fail. You understand? And the reason why, I'll tell you exactly why this is super important, because we know when you fail, you learn, you gain skills, whatever. But when you prepare for those things to happen, and I'm not saying you're going to know every single failed process that you go through when you become this new version or better version, or this person that you look up to be, but you should be prepared for certain of those failures that you might think could come up. And that should be a part of your worry, but also that doubt is normal to feel. Like, you shouldn't feel 100% certainty, because we're never going to get that. And we're always going to feel like there is a better time to do something, a better time to start anything. That even can be like, if you, I don't know, like a silly, like simple example is just like, let's say you get a job somewhere and you're like nervous. You don't know how that place is going to reflect on the type of person you are and what you like and your values, but you're still going to go there because you went. And you're going to, if you have this mindset of, if I fail, then I'm a failure, it's just, that is the most retarded, I'm sorry, it's just so stupid to me, because you're gonna fail in life. And it's learning those skills, taking those skills, being better, period. You fail, you learn, you take that experience, and you make your life better with it. Because if you don't, and you take everything that's happened to you and you express it in a way where it's hurting yourself or other people, it's hurting your future self or this version that you want to be, obviously, like, you can't do that, because your energy is limited. We have a limited amount of energy that we can give out. And so if your focus and that energy is put upon things that are negative, and negative stuff that are happening in your life, just, things that aren't good for you, and if you have that negative mindset, you don't believe that you can get to where you want, that's going to be the outcome. So I think that's a really, really important part, is not to focus on failing, but, focus on what could happen and making your life better with what will happen. I think it's also super important to understand that, if you aren't presently happy with your situation now, and I'm not saying that you are or you aren't right now, because if you want to be a better version of yourself, that's the only reason is your reason. I don't know your reason why you want to be, but I'm saying that you have to appreciate right now. And I know it sounds so cliche, because it's like people say it all the time, and it's like, you have to be present, you have to be grateful. But I'm talking about if you want to be a better version of yourself, you have to accept, you don't have to love where you are right now, but accept that you've gone this far, you have some sort of support system. If it's no one physical, it's yourself. You are going to be supporting yourself. And if you don't love your life right now, you're so ungrateful, you have all these like negative thoughts coming in your mind, like when you get to that point of where you want to be, you're going to feel the exact same way. I guarantee it, because you're always going to feel like something's missing or that you need something else, even though you can get to that spot of where you want it to be, but still have no appreciation for it, because that's your mindset. This mindset that I keep talking about in like most of my videos is the key to everything around it. And your thoughts, your feelings literally are based upon those actions that we take. And not all the time, like you might feel a certain way and not act on it, like out of fear or whatever. But most of the time, our thoughts and our feelings dictate our reality, because we convince ourselves of certain things that we might think. And that's deep, because it's like you might want something, but your mind doesn't want to support and help you with that thing. And let's say like you fail, and then you still believe that you can get to where you want, but you failed, and then you have like this huge doubt. That's the time where you have to like speak to yourself literally and be like, I can do it, I'm good. Like if I failed one time, I'm gonna fail 100 times, but guess what? I'm still gonna get back up. I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna try. I'm still gonna stay consistent. Consistency has nothing to do with failing. I don't think that's talked about enough. People need to understand that, because it truly is true. That is literally the pure truth. Consistency has nothing to do with failing. And I think a lot of people believe that it does, which to a part makes sense, because it's like, if, you know, consistency is like working hard and staying consistent and doing things, whatever. But I feel like honestly scared for people that stay consistent like that and don't mess up, because it's like, are you a robot? Like, are you a psychic? That's not normal. It's normal to fail, and that's not normalized enough. I feel like I said normal like 10 times, but nothing is perfect on this earth. You might see a sunset that you think is perfect, but guess what? Like, there's gonna be another one, and you're gonna think that one's perfect. Or my point is that nothing is perfect. You're gonna fail, you're gonna get back up, and that has nothing to do with consistency at all. Also, if you guys have Tim's, I live in Canada, but I think it's just like a latte iced coffee is so good. So good. But anyways, I think that's so important to look up to this version that you think that you can be. Like, you partly believe it, even if it's like you have doubts. You look up to that person and you have clear and measurable goals to get there, because obviously we all know that like you have to look at this version and dictate what you want out of it for your life. And I don't mean that by a step-by-step. Never do a step-by-step anything when it comes to, oh, should I say that? I should just say like to become, my point is that step-by-step solutions will not work for this, for example. Most of the time they won't, unless it's like an assignment. Because you're gonna go through ups and downs when it comes to life. Like, literally, life has its ups and downs. I think it's called the yin-yang theory in philosophy. Like, literally, Y-I-N space and then yang, Y-A-N-G theory. And it basically talks about the balance of everything in life. Like, everything is balanced. And I 100% agree in most things. However, you know, good and bad. light and dark, life and death. And so there always has to be this balance, or else shit's not gonna work. It's not. It's simply not. And so when you want to be a best version of yourself, when you want to start a career or anything, if you don't expect there to be that bad part with the good, you're gonna believe that you can't do anything. You can't do anything if you fail, and you will. Because we've been failing since we've been fucking born. Falling, literally taking your first couple of steps and falling, but you got back up and you are walking and running now, you know? And I just think that a lot of people also see this portrayed on social media, that everyone's life is perfect. But I think that when you learn how to, if you, let's say, have a bad day and you feel sad, you can't let that ruin your whole day or whole week. And it could be something even tragic. And I'm saying, and that might be very bitchy and you might not agree with me, and that's totally okay. I respect your opinion. Like, this is just my opinion. But I'm saying that I can't anymore let something like a bad experience affect me for a long time. I can't do that anymore to myself, because everything happens for its own reason. And coming to the conclusion of, I am a good person, period. I don't need any validation from anyone to tell me otherwise, right? And if, let's say, I did fuck up, then I have to, have that initiative to go fix my wrongs. But if overall I know that I am a good ass person, I don't need validation for that. And believing I could, be this better version, and I could see that in my life. I could see myself being that version. That's so deep. That's so deep. Anyways, I hope you guys learned something in this video. That was like a very calming, I like this video. I just feel very calm right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.